Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Wednesday check-in. It is Wednesday, June 18th, 2025, and isn't it a scary time to be alive? If you have not done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast. It is updated every Thursday. And then head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to give the blog some love. And make sure you follow me on all the different socials and check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto 365 Daily Affirmations at www.cdsthebook.com. So, I don't know if I've shown y'all this new shirt, but this is the shirt this is the shirt I wanted to wear to Pride just as a solidarity message for the community. But, it rings true. Be yourself, they'll adjust. So, yeah. Anyways, how the hell are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty okay-ish. Gotta put that ISH on there. That ish. Things have just been kind of like warp speed since Saturday. I stayed out at the bar on Saturday until about 2 a.m. Sunday. And then by the time I got home, it was a little late for me to take some of my medications, and I didn't want to be all like, all Sunday. So, I was up until 3:30, 4 o'clock Sunday morning, went to sleep, got back up at 9, called my mom. We did our usual talk of about 2.5 hours. And then just did laundry, was like super productive, went to the dollar store, went and did a little bit of grocery shopping and all that other stuff. Went to a friend's business. She owns a tattoo shop here in the town that I live in, and she used to be my next door neighbor, and that's how I originally met her. So that was like really cool, and we've been friends pretty much on and off for the last 16 years. And the off part would just be because she moved down to Idaho for a little while to like get her tattoo license and training and stuff like that. And so but yeah, it's been pretty awesome. I told her that I was having trouble with one of the earrings that I used to wear on this side, and so she put in a titanium stud, and she re-pierced this side, so I now have 3 piercings on this side. And this middle piercing on this side just has never healed properly because I got it done at a mall with like one of the little piercing guns, and for whatever reason, it just never seemed to heal properly. Was that one hurt? It was one of these that I had, but like this one here, I did this one myself, and it just has never really healed properly. Like no amount of whatever that I stick in there would like ever properly heal. And then it would get like all this white gunky stuff and just cause me to have infections in that ear. So, but yeah, so this top one that she redid for me and this bottom one, So yeah, it was this one, and I want to say this one or this one. I did with just pushing the earring straight through and capping it off. But I keep forgetting that this one is now pierced at the top, and I keep smacking it. I'm like, oh my god. But for the most part, they feel great, and I've never worn titanium before, so we'll see how this works. Usually, all my jewelry is stainless surgical steel because anything above and beyond that just really doesn't work with my skin. I'm actually kind of surprised that my dad's wedding ring, being gold and silver, that it hasn't caused me any issues yet. I used to be able to wear silver, and silver is my preferred color over gold. But I do like the mixed metal, and be, I might eventually get some more mixed metal rings or whatever. But for the most part, I'm out of spaces on my hands to wear rings unless I start putting them on my index finger and my thumbs, and I don't like thumb rings. But and this ring here is causing issues with this finger, and yeah. But did that, and then yesterday I stayed home. I didn't go do my regular workouts that I do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Instead, I stayed home and did some blog work. I I started up a brand new blog about my mental health diagnosis that I received recently of the dissociative identity disorder. And as of right now, there's not going to be a YouTube channel associated with that. But the blog has given me a way to really just kind of work through my own stuff. And I belong to a really amazing Reddit group. And so I'll post stuff into the Reddit group and then get the responses and, have a whole conversation back and forth, back and forth. And then once I feel that the question that I've asked in the group has been sufficiently fulfilled, then I take that post and I turn it into a blog post, and I redact the names of the people and just use their responses. So that's cool, and that's how that's being put together. If you're interested in learning about that blog, you can let me know. I'll put it in the comment section down below. I also made a post on Hello Cupcake It's Me about it with a link to it and all that other stuff. So some exciting news is that I am starting to walk again, and I haven't posted a lot of my progress reports. So I've been posting them on my personal Instagram, but I haven't posted them on the Hello Cupcake It's Me Instagram. So I'm probably going to start doing that, or trying to remember to do that at least. But yeah, last night after trivia, my niece and she went on a walk with me, so that was kind of cool. Gave me someone to talk to. And there's a lot of things that I'm learning about walking right now that I didn't know back when I started walking the first time in 2020. And my just how to basically use my smartwatch and my phone as monitoring devices, and the what is it? It's like the VO2 oxygen level or some shit like that, and where you want it to be. So like Monday, I was walking and controlling my breath and like focusing on just breathing through the nose, breathing out of the nose, breathing through the nose, breathing out of the nose. And it sounds simple enough, but um I'm a bit asthmatic, I'm overweight, and you know that people tend to breathe through their mouth when they're walking or doing whatever, or if you have any kind of sinus issues or whatever. So um was just playing around, and then I looked at that oxygen sensor part of my readout for my little walk, and it was a 10, and it said the higher the number the better. I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna start watching that and seeing if I could feel or see any difference in that. But it was kind of nice walking with my niece because I was being forced to talk. So my number yesterday for that oxygen level or whatever was 57. And so the higher the number, the better. So it might just be that I have to start singing or talking or doing something whenever I go out, and maybe just start taking my iPod with me. Yes, I am one of those old bastards who still rocks an iPod. Uh, I'm not going to be shamed for it. I see my iPod is charging right now. It is the iPod video, iPod 5 video, and it's got like six, 8, 16, or 32 gigabytes. So back in the day, that was like huge. And this one also has the ability to play video on it. Like, yeah, you have this little tiny postage stamp screen to watch video on it, but I used to load this son of a bitch up with movies and books and stuff, but mostly movies. And while I was on the bus when I was on the bus going to college, before I had a car, I would just sit there and watch a movie on my way to school or while I was sitting in the quad before I made friends there. So yeah, this thing has been around with me for like quite some time. And it still works. And I have a program on here that they don't even make anymore called SharePod, which allows you to completely bypass the iTunes like restriction, download your own music and movies directly to it, and it's amazing. Like, and this also used to be able to be turned into a miniature, like portable hard drive. And so there was a lot of times that I would store my schoolwork on here, take it to school, plug it in, and just get my schoolwork off of it or whatever. So this is my baby. She old as hell, but she still works. And I just it was a present from my sister. She in the college that she went to, they had like basically a Mac store, and I was like, "Oh man, I've always wanted an iPod." Blah blah. She's all, "Get it." I'm like, "Wait, what?" She's all, "Yeah, get it. It's going on my student loans anyway, so it's $300 isn't going to make any big difference." So I was like, "Yes, please, thank you." But yeah. So throw on the old iPod there and go walking and do whatever. I have also, over the last few days, been digging out all of my hiking stuff because I want to start doing small backpack trips. And Got my walking stick back out, and I gotta add some stuff to it. There was some little emblems and things on there that I had on there before that fell off because it just got too hot in the car. And my walking stick isn't anything too spectacular or special. Literally just a piece of wood. I don't even know what kind of wood it is. I found it on the beach, and I was like, okay. So I brought it home and I stripped it down and whittled it and covered it in it and shellac and stuff. And you could actually see some of the shellac peeling up right here. But yeah, me and this stick have some miles on it. So this used to have a crystal and a feather, and there used to be like a little charm. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. A little charm right here. And at one point, I had thought about putting in a compass, but I'm like, no, this doesn't need a compass. So it's a good thick piece of wood that I like. And the fact that I sourced it myself and worked the wood and polished it all up and did the things makes it even that much more special to me. So yeah, right now I've identified a few things that I need. I need a backpacking tent. I have a couple of tents, but the tents I have are like regular drive up to a campground and set one up. So they're really freaking heavy. So I want to get myself a lightweight tent, and that is budget friendly is the other thing too. My budget friendly. Some of the like more professional tents or whatever, that some of the like big YouTuber hiking channels use are 160 plus, and I'm like, well, I'm looking at the $30 to $50 as too much, like budget side of things. But you know, something will eventually come up. It always does. If I have a need or a want and I put it out into the universe, it's typically fulfilled. So that's just what I'm going to do, is I'm going to put it out into the universe and see what happens. But what else do I got going on? Oh, so yeah, I dug out all of my hiking stuff, and I have some of those old hiking backpacks with the metal frames. And then I have an internal metal framed backpack that has the hip liners and all that other stuff. And I put it on last night for the very first time, and it feels good on the back. And the metal bar that goes like right down the spine gives you kind of support where I need support. If that backpack doesn't work, there is one that I saw on a budget backpacking YouTube video from Ozark Trail, which is Walmart's camping brand, that is 39. It was like $30 to $39 or whatever, and had like the rain cover and all kinds of other stuff, and was a 51-liter backpack. So, and then I also need to get myself a food dehydrator so I can start dehydrating food to make up my own backpacking meals, and get some clothing layers, some self-defense things, like bear spray. And I am eventually going to get myself a pistol, and One of the classes that I did was I did a class yesterday. To It was a firearm safety class to be able to get a handgun. And there's this place called Sportsman's Warehouse that has a fairly decent pistol for about $130. And, I don't need anything like a Glock or whatever. I just need something that if there is a kitty or a bear that is deciding to come after me, that I can just quickly pull and discharge a couple of rounds either into it or like just next to it and get it, scare it off or whatever. Also, there is reports of more traditionally unhoused persons living on the back trails, especially the trails that I want to walk. And, I just want to have an extra layer of protection. And, with having something like pepper spray or whatever, you have to worry about the blowback getting in your eyes or them getting it away from you. So, whatever it is, that's what I eventually am working up to getting. The only thing that's stopping me from being able to purchase that gun that I want right now is the fact that I don't have the means to get to the store. Um, and I also need to get my car worked on too. So it's like, what the car is kind of more important at this moment. And it's one of those things that it's like, I need the car and I want the gun, but I also kind of need the gun. So I don't know. It's that whole, want versus need. But anyways, yeah, so there's that. And what else? Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now, is just getting hiked up and excited about walking again. And I am drinking at least one of these a day. This is my leftover from yesterday, so that's how much I drank yesterday, which was 64. So I drank about 30, or I'm sorry, drank about 28 ounces of water yesterday, plus the drinks that I had at the bar. Um, Non-alcoholic. Whenever I go to the bar, I always have a Sprite and cranberry. And so I had like 7 of those. So I probably got in my full 64 ounces yesterday. So doing good, trying to do better. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. If you would like to sponsor me for being able to pick up some of my camping gear and needs, there will be a link down below that says like buy me a coffee or something like that. That is an awesome way to do so. If you would like to not go through that type of a link where I get the full amount of whatever you want to donate, just shoot me a message, or you can send me PayPal. And my PayPal name is Bubbagoo2. So that's BUBBAGOO, the number 2 at yahoo.com. Or just private message me, and yeah, we could do I have Venmo, Cash App. I have Zelle, or buy me a coffee by click that link, and you can set in whatever amount you want there. But yeah, any little bit helps. I think I have PayPal Me also set up, so it's paypal.me/Bubagoo2. And if that's not it, I'm going to set that up right now. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching this far along, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.